Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So, I was flipping through my book because I have a bunch of topics that pertain to this duality that I talk about on my show. I believe that everything has a duality, just as we have a left side, right side. We have a sad and happy, up, down, left, right, sun, moon, positive, negative, good, bad. It exists in everything, like physical and our mental concepts. This duality balance. So, I wanted to talk today about, because I also talk about being ambidextrous, of course. Like my first book. My first book is talking about becoming ambidextrous, learning the differences with your hands, practicing. So, in this book, I mention my second book, which is called Becoming Ambidextrous, the doorway to the mind of God. In this book, I talk about some famous ambidextrous people, whom I mention is one of them is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was ambidextrous, and he said that he was born left-handed, and growing up he taught himself how to use his right hand. So we all know that Nikola Tesla was like this extreme genius. Like I heard he invented cell phones because he invented radio. So he also invented like remote control, all kinds of stuff. If you look him up, you're gonna be like, who was this guy? This guy's like nuts. So that's because I started studying people that are ambidextrous. I wanted to learn, who's who and what did they bring to the table, you could say. What did they do? So Nikola Tesla, of course, he wanted to give out wireless energy, alternating current, like his story where he was battling Edison. Like he would bring all these good ideas to Edison, and Edison's like a greedy person, just wanted to like exploit him. And I think Tesla, because Tesla's born left-handed, so I believe he's more left-handed. It's my belief that, it's my personal belief, it's my theory that left-handed people are more introverted. Because when I use my left hand, I feel introverted. I can't deny it. And when I use my right hand, I'm like, let's go to the mall. And I watch Friends. That's how I feel. So, Tesla's left-handed. And so I'm telling you, look at 90% of the people in the world are right-handed. What I believe is, right-handed people, they care more about, I know this is going to sound, is my theory, what I think is they care more about like business. Business. Like buying and selling things, ownership, all that stuff, stocks, everything that has to do with money. I think it's there because the world is like dominated by right-handed people. That's why I think everything's kind of like that. Right, like most right-handed people, we live in a world of a lot of right-handed people. And money, they say money makes the world go round. Why would they say that? I feel like sitting on this table. Why would they say that money makes the world go round? Money's that important? Wow, that's crazy. What about love? Or what about friendship? What about honor? No, money. Money makes the world go round. And they also say time is money. Time is money? Like, isn't time life? Not Time Life. What is that magazine? But time is existence. Time is not money. What are you talking about? Everything's money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You see this logic? Everything's money. Oh, how much did you pay? Buy the lottery ticket. Money, money, money. It's like, I know what you're going to say. Well, money, it does make the world go round. If you have money in your hand, people open doors for you. Oh, sir, come in. This guy has a lot of money, let him in. Right? You're now sir. So, money is like an obsession. People are obsessed with money. You know that song, I want to be a billionaire. Everybody wants to be a freaking billionaire, dude. But you know that money doesn't buy happiness. Money is not the ultimate happiness. Even Steve Jobs said that. He's a billionaire. He said, I'd rather do something else in my life. That's what he admitted, before he passed away. That sucks. So money's not everything, but for some reason, this is my theory, okay? it makes a lot of sense to me. And the reason why I figured this out, like I said, I started using my right hand, and I'm like, I want to start buying stuff. I want to start selling stuff. Like, how much does that cost? I can get that cheaper over there. So I just like money. I'm just crazy about money. I didn't know that was happening to me when I was using my right hand. And I'm just like, dang, like I want to start a business. See, that's why I said I believe the right hand makes you very extroverted also. So you gotta play the game, I guess. I'm not a greedy person, but I'm like, hey, it is. When I started using my right hand, it's like, hey, it is pretty cool to think about money and investments, and I feel like I could do it with this hand or mind. I feel like I can now understand this other language. That's one thing that I say. I say left-handed or left. I get confused sometimes. Left-handed is for one thing, and right hand is for another thing. When I'm using my right hand, I fit in. I seem to want to do business. Like, I don't know, I'm just more like, what? Okay, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's go. Or I'm like, hey, I got this idea. You guys want to think about it? I'm more like integrated with people. When I use my left hand, I'm not like that. I want to stay home. And so that's what I'm explaining to you this here. Because when I'm right-handed, I want to be a business guy. But when I'm left-handed, it's like I want to be an art guy. I'm more sensitive, and I'm more like, I don't know, I want to talk about the way you feel. You know, it's important to talk about that too. So, like I'm saying, it's a duality. It's like a balance. But I tell left-handed people a lot. I say, you look at left-handed people, I'm like you. I know how to use my left hand. You know, I consider myself to be ambidextrous. I use my left hand for like, I don't know how many years. Recently, I used my left hand for 8 years straight. And I didn't use my right hand. Because I wanted to know what the left hand does. What does it feel like? What does it think like? So I did it for 8 years. I switched back to my right. I'm like, oh my gosh, they are different. To me, it's like, I can't deny it. Let me go talk to people. So, like I said, it's like, oh, for me, right hand is business guy. Business guy. But like I said, too extroverted guy. Able to talk to people guy. And now, like my next point is 10 to 12%. I'm going to get new markers soon. My other one's dried out. Not cool. 10 to 12% of people are left-handed. Boom. So, let me cap it before it just totally. 10 to 12% of people are left-handed. That means the majority of people, obviously, are right-handed. So, you know, left-handed people are going to be more, I believe, more artistic, more doing art. And they have to practice using their right hand so that they could also fit into this world, which is like buying and selling. And people, what I also feel is that right-handed people are more like less sensitive. That's what I feel. I feel like, but like, it's not like I'm offensive. I just feel like I'm not as emotional with my right hand. I'm just like, okay, let's go, let's build it. Okay, yeah, football. Like that kind of behavior. So, that's one thing so from using both hands and noticing this, and then discovering that there's only a small fraction of left-handed people, I want to talk to left-handed people. I want to say to them, hey, left-handed people, I think you could really benefit and gain an advantage or get a great advantage by starting to use your right hand. Because it'll like open this other part of your brain, which is like another door. That's why my book is called The Doorway. The Doorway. It's called Doorway to the Mind of God because I explain that I think I understand how the whole world works. We're like on this scale of duality. This duality is happening within ourselves. If you're left-handed, try to use your right hand because it'll make you more extroverted. That's what I feel. So I also explain, you know, if you're right-handed, try to use your left hand a bit. Try to strengthen your left hand and see what you feel like. Well, what I say too, and what you have to say on YouTube, is that I'm not a doctor, right? I'm not a wizard. But what I say is, talk to me. So we could decide, you know, we'll find a common ground. Because if I'm telling you, hey, practice your left hand, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want anything to happen to you. I don't want you to become super extroverted. But in my book, I do explain that. And I say, the train's gonna go like 3 times. But I say, practice using both hands so you can tell, all aboard, so you can tell that there's gonna be a difference. That's what, okay, that's what I want the world to be aware of. That I believe, I have a theory that there is a duality to everything in the world. That's what I'm bringing to the table. So, that's what I believe. 90%, that's why the world is run by money, everything's property, and the world is unbalanced. That's what I say in my book. The world is unbalanced. You know, there's never been a society of left-handed people. Never. So I can't study a whole society of left-handed people. But for the most part, you could study a society of right-handed people. Because 90% of the world are right-handed. So, you know, you're going to see a whole society with maybe a couple of left-handed people sprinkled in it. But majority is right-handed. Isn't that a mystery? Why are most people right-handed? I believe most people are right-handed because, like I said, they're more extroverted. That's why I believe they're more extroverted. Like they're going to go out and like, you know, mingle more. And left-handed people are probably more choosy. Or maybe more like, I don't really know how to like initiate. But let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching my channel. And I'm super pumped up. Whoever I could talk to about it, tune in, keep tuning in. Come and check this out. I invite you. Come. Whoa. Arrive. And let's talk. So alright guys. Here we are. Tell me what you think. And tune in. See you on the next one.